I'll be 100% honest with you. Buyers online are skipping right past this beautifully renovated Augusta home, and I know exactly why. It's because the area is patchy. It's known for being patchy, and the local stigma is causing some people to miss out on their dream home. In today's video, we're actually gonna tour this beautiful home, and then we're gonna take a couple of minutes and walk down the street so that you can be the judge for yourself, and let me know in the comments what you think about this property. Let's get started. All right, y'all, here's the property. So this is actually a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. It was originally built in 1921. It's situated on 1/4 of an acre, and it's in the Somerville area of Augusta. We do have this beautiful, beautiful magnolia right in the front. I had to call the seller and tell him like, hey, we have to do something about the leaves. So they're right on it. He said he's gonna send somebody tomorrow. So the property, the sellers, it's 2 of them, they're contractors, and they're so meticulous. They took their time renovating this one. I wish, matter of fact, I'm going to loop in this video when I edit this video, a couple of the pictures that I have of this property whenever they first bought it. But it is a cutie. I can't wait to get you inside. Whenever I finish this video, I am going to take a walk around the neighborhood so that I could be your boots on the ground. That's what we talk about all the time, right? With the boots on the ground. So I'm going to take you around so that you can see that and you be the judge. It's a great area. I understand that some people locally just feel like the area is patchy, and I'm not gonna lie, it's true. But this one has been completely renovated, and it's in the part of the street where it's a good patch. So I'm seeing in the brick here, it says 1924. It got some stamps. I love that the sellers kept that. So the house is built in 1921, so that right there just means that this was added later. So taking inside this beautiful home. Here we are. Just want to point out certain things as soon as you come in. The refinish, original hardwood. We do have some beautiful lighting. We have some crown molding, wainscoting, just the wide doors. Don't worry, I'll point out everything that I see that I think is important. I like that they added some of the smart lock features to the property, so it's renovated historic, pretty much. Just very pretty, very, very pretty. Like this little area that they added here. It's a Nest thermostat. It's a little area for you to hang up your book bags, your cubbies, little mud area. I like to come into the left stick to the left when I'm doing properties. I'll show you this owner suite. Yeah, recessed lighting, ceiling fan. The ceilings here are so tall. The windows are so tall. All of the windows have been obviously updated, new windows. And this right here, I would say, would probably be one of the things that I don't love about the property. They're going to add some shelvings to the closet, but it's just because of the age of the home, 1921, they didn't really have big closets. It's not like now where we have this extensive wardrobe, so we need big closets, and so that's a little bit of a downside. But there's so many upgrades in here. Look at these pretty doors and this beautiful owner bath, updated owner bath. It's gorgeous. I love the tile work, mirrors, everything in here. It feels like a spa. That's the feeling. Like, this shower is huge, and this camera is not doing any justice to it. Beautiful tile. I love that color. It's a beautiful color. So you have that recessed lighting up there, like a little niche. The seat. It's just a really well done shower. And so I'm gonna show you the details. The lighting, the window, the natural light here is insane. And you also have really nice LED lights. The water closet, I like that it's separate. You already know, husbands need that privacy. And with this window here, you want that there. Some blinds would probably be really nice. All right. Love that top to bottom. Well, almost top to bottom windows. Again, wainscoting, dining room, I'll take you there shortly. Let's go past the foyer into the living room. Original hardwood, wainscoting, crown molding, ceiling fan, recessed lighting, fireplace. So this is the second fireplace. There was one in the owner suite, and here's one as well. Very large living room. The kitchen. So the kitchen does not have the original hardwood, and I understand that they just couldn't save them. It was pretty bad in here, but they did their very best. I think they did an excellent job matching the colors. So it doesn't look bad. So this is where you would put your fridge. This is a very big kitchen. I'm about to show you. You have the backsplash there, the quartz, new cabinets. You don't want that from the 1920s. And then you have this beautiful window and sitting area that you can make it like your home office, like a kids section, or maybe put your coffee bar or something in this side. I always just assume coffee bar. I love coffee. I'll take you out there shortly. This is the door that leads to the backyard. There's a big concrete slab there for your barbecues. And here's another section of the kitchen. This is a very large, big kitchen. Gas stove, dishwasher, microwave, window over the sink, double sink. And what is this? So this little detail is actually, I thought that was so cute. That was a really good idea. There's a little panel cover that the seller built. Dining room, wainscoting, new windows, nice light fixture, fireplace. So that's like your main loop when you first come in this property. Then we're gonna go to the back section of the home. They couldn't save the floor in this area right here, and it was pretty bad. But let me show you here to the right, the second bathroom. And I know it's really hard to experience this through a camera, but the ceilings here are so tall that it just makes this room, it's already a pretty big bathroom, but it makes the bathroom feel even more grand. I love the tile. Oh, the tile is so beautiful. And then you have the same tile here that's in the owner suite. Very similar style shower. Obviously the angles are a little bit different, but still a large shower, especially for a secondary bath. Obviously new toilets. Look at this mirror. You can obviously change the setting there. Again, updated window, crown molding. All right, so using this stabilizer. So I do apologize. I'm learning to control the camera and how it's moving and angled with this stabilizer because I wanted to give you a little better quality video. It'll get better. It's the first time using it, so that might be why it's a little shaky, because I'm learning how to control it. Closet for this secondary bedroom, bedroom number 2. All right. There's like a little step down in there. All right, next bedroom, bedroom number 3. Nice size. This one doesn't have the original hardwood. It has the LVP. No popcorn ceilings. Got the stamped ceiling. I'm glad they were able to do that. Let's see what this closet looks like. Right, see, I told you they're gonna put shelves in there. They just hadn't have a chance. This area is where you have your pull down attic. Alrighty, and this hallway here takes you to the laundry room. Alrighty. And then just pointing out, this room also has a lot of beautiful natural light. It's just the windows. Alright, so new deck. Brand new deck that they added here, and it's a large one. I can see rocking chairs, parties in here. Remember I told you guys that, so it's new HVAC, everything's new here, but I told you guys that this property was a quarter of an acre, 0.25. There's a fire hydrant in there actually on the property. That should help with insurance cost anyways. Alrighty, there's this large workshop. I didn't see electricity in there though. I think that would be a plus if you can add that. I know, I already addressed this. I told the seller he gotta cut the grass. He's gonna do it. So that's the door from the kitchen. Fire pit. We have this really large concrete area where you can, you know, pretty much host an event, grill. In the large yard, a massive deck. So we'll come down here. Let me show you this workshop, because I think it's a plus to have a workshop either for storage or if you're a person that likes to tinker. Show you the back of the home. Boom. All right, I gotta take you guys on this walk. So I'll show you this property so that I can walk you around the neighborhood a little bit. And this is the workshop, guys. And of course, it has that workshop smell, but it looks dry to me. I'm looking around the walls and everywhere, and it's pretty dry in here. So really, it's just a workshop smell from not being aired out, from the door being closed all the time. But it's a wonderful space for extra storage. Completely fenced yard. I love that. We do have this side gate here because the property actually extends more, and there is an area where I park my truck, and I'll show you when I get out there. So it's a really good area for you to like park your truck, park your vehicles, or if you're having an event or a party, they can come in through there, through that gate. All right. Now we're gonna take a walk down the street so that you can see that this area is awesome. There are actually a lot of like little coffee shops, like Buona Cafe, that you can go to that are accessible through here. Like you can actually walk to a few places. But overall, I understand why some people would feel like, hey, the area's patchy, because it is. And you do have a local stigma that we're just getting over. But this area has a lot of like historic homes that have been renovated. Like I'm looking at this neighbor here. Somebody lives there. It's not a bad home, but it needs some paint and to be renovated, and that's okay. You know, then you have other ones that have been completely flipped. House across the street. Look at it. It feels safe. It's clean. I met this lady here at this corner while I was hosting an open house, and she's an absolute sweetheart. It was just awesome having her come over. Here's the property. So just addressing this property, whenever we listed it, we did start just a tad bit higher because of the comps in the area actually called for it. Renovated historic homes sell for a lot more. They do demand a premium, but we just didn't account for that stigma or the time of the year that, you know, we do have to sit a little bit longer sometimes for properties like this because we're looking for a specific buyer. Look how cute this is, guys. Come on. That is such a cute house. I love, love, love those trees in the front. Now, I am not a green thumb girly, so I'm not even going to sit here and pretend that I know what those trees are called or those plants. I think I know magnolia just because the leaves look different on those. Then everything else, I can't. I can tell you palm trees. I know that's an aloe vera, but yeah, this is what I'm talking about. When I say patchy, sometimes it's not even that it's like crime ridden or anything like that. It's just simply that you have some areas in the streets that the houses just haven't been updated yet. And then like you can easily go, like for example, I love using the example of Hurd Avenue here in the area. You can go from having, you know, almost $1 million homes, $700,000 homes, and then just go down 2 blocks, and then you might have an abandoned house here or there because, you know, somebody passed away and the children just didn't do anything with it. So you see, you have these smaller homes in this little area here. But again, there's not. Look, that's so cute. That is so cute. But again, it's not anything that you should be worried like when there's a stigma or like of the patchiness. It's not, most of the time it's not even like, oh, it's dangerous or anything like that. It's just not a popular area because it's not as residential, right? But this is Central Avenue here, and we're so close to the AU, the college. They're doing some road work here, fixing the road. People take pride in their homes. Yeah, DJ Fit Academy. This is a personal fitness and wellness. Has some really nice churches in the area. We have this street here, Central. It's a straight corridor that'll take you right downtown. But also this area here by Central, and where the house is so close to the Augusta Nationals that it will be a fantastic Masters rental. And by Masters, you know, the locals here, we know it as the Masters, but it's the Augusta National Golf Tournament is the official name of it. And people here, there's this thing called the Augusta Rule, where you can rent out your property. That rule is a tax code that was made specifically because of this area, and then you can rent out your property for those 2 weeks, and it's a tax write-off. So obviously I'm not an accountant, I'm a realtor. So you can check with your accountant for the exact details of the Augusta rule, but it is a tax code. You can rent out your property and you get a tax break. You can literally just go on vacation for 2 weeks or 1 week. The schools is usually out in our area for spring break on that week, first week of April, and get a tax write-off and actually have the property pay for itself, or at least that every year. So, and with this property being renovated already, should be easy to put it together. Some people just, like the locals here, that is their time to take their vacation, go to the beach while their home is earning income for them. But yeah, this is Jasmine Bradley. I hope that you enjoyed these videos. I'm going to continue to make more videos like this for you so that you can see what is available in our area for what price. And then also I want you to get that feeling. I want you to know, like, okay, why is there a stigma in that area? Is it really hood, for example? Or is that area hood and is that why it's not selling? Why is it patchy? Like, I just hope that these videos are helpful for you for making a decision. And if I can assist you in any way and be your boots on the ground, and there's another property that you would like for me to show you and go record a video of, just give me a call, reach out in the DMs, reach out in the comments, and let me know how we can be of assistance. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.